So we all know Kanye West. Whether you're a fan and listen to all of his songs, you've just heard a few of his hits, or you know him because of his antics.
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
The way you know of him doesn't matter too much because you've probably heard countless people in his very, very dedicated fan base talk about how he's one of the greatest artists and rappers of all time. So today I'm going to be doing a March Madness bracket of some of his best songs. So it's going to be based on my personal favorites of his songs and not actually his best songs. So you may hear the audio quality in this sounds a little bit better. That's because I finally got a new mic. I actually made an unboxing video. It's unlisted, but I put the link in the Discord server. So if you want to watch that video and see which mic I got, I'll put the link to that in the description. Yeah, so let's get right into the video. Also, I'm going to keep the song descriptions in the first 64 songs or first 32 matchups pretty short. I don't want to make this video too long, but in the round of 32 all the way down, I'm probably going to explain more of my thought process. Alright, so here you can see the bracket as a whole, and then when I'm actually picking songs and making my selections, I'm just going to have it zoomed in like this. Alright, so let's just start it. First up, we got Jesus Walks versus Cuddy Montage. I'm not a huge fan of Cuddy Montage, so I think Jesus Walks wins this one pretty easily. Next up, we got Hey Mama versus Roses. Hey Mama is a great song, so I'm going to give that one the win here. Next up, we got Flashing Lights versus Real Friends. Flashing Lights is iconic, so that's going to win this one here. Monster versus Otis. I'm not a huge fan of Nicki Minaj's verse on Monster. That kind of ruined the song for me. So I'm going to pick Otis here. Probably unpopular decision. So here, I forgot to mention that Jay-Z had one of his most questionable lines while the song was opening up. Spaceship versus We Major. Spaceship is a great song. So is We Major, but Spaceship wins this one. Runaway versus St. Pablo. Runaway pretty easily. This is probably Kanye's best overall song. Last Call versus Never Let Me Down. I'd say Never Let Me Down here. Last Call's more of an interlude than an actual song, and I'm not a huge fan of listening to that whole 12-minute thing. Stronger versus Famous. About a week or two ago, I would have said Famous, but right now I've been listening to Stronger more. I overplayed Famous way too much. Next up, we're in the second region now, the Hawaii region. Through the Wire versus I Wonder. This is going to be super unpopular, but I Wonder wins this one here. Through the Wire is probably a better overall song, especially with the history behind it, but I have to pick I Wonder here. Dark Fantasy versus Ultralight Beam. Dark Fantasy here. This is a great song. Black Skinhead versus Crack Music. I'm going to go with Black Skinhead here. Heartless versus Guilt Trip. Heartless here. I'm not a huge fan of Guilt Trip. Blood on the Leaves versus So Appalled. I'm going to go with Blood on the Leaves here too. Good Life versus Family Business. I'm going to go with Family Business here. I like the song a lot. Gorgeous versus No More Parties in LA. This one's super easy. No More Parties in LA is a great song. All Falls Down versus Homecoming. I'm going to pick the lower seed here again. I picked the 16 seed to beat the 1 seed up here, and then I'm picking 15 to beat the number 2 seed here. Homecoming is one of my favorite Kanye songs. Alright, so we got the Wyoming region over here. We got Power versus Ghost Town. Power, that's a great song. Good Morning versus Hold My Liquor. This one's super difficult. These are two of my favorite songs by Kanye, but I'm going to pick Hold My Liquor here. Chief Keef's part is amazing. We Don't Care versus Lost in the World. These are two of my other favorite Kanye songs, but We Don't Care is amazing. Slow Jams versus Hell of a Life. I'm going to pick Slow Jams here. I'm not a huge fan of either of these, but they're both good songs. Father Stretch My Hands versus Welcome to Heartbreak. Father Stretch My Hands here. It's an iconic song. I feel like you hear that beat so often. People in Paris versus Say You Will. I'm going to say You Will. It's not just because I can't say the title of the other song. I just like Say You Will a lot better. Devil in a New Dress versus New Slaves. I'm going to go... This one's tough. I'm going to say Devil in a New Dress here. Rick Ross's verse was amazing. Diamonds and Sierra Leone remix versus The Glory. I'm going to go Diamonds and Sierra Leone remix. This is probably the first Kanye song I really, really liked. Gold Digger versus Love Lockdown. Gold Digger here. I'm not a huge fan of the 808s and Heartbreaks album in comparison to other Kanye albums. I just don't feel like it's as solid even though it's probably the most impactful. Alright, so 30 Hours versus Streetlights. Ooh, 30 Hours here. That's a great Kanye song. Champion versus Wolves. Not a huge fan of either of these. Alright, so actually take back what I said. I do like both these songs, and I know Wolves is probably a little bit bigger, but I think Champion's just a better song in my opinion. Next up, we got Touch the Sky versus Waves. I think Touch the Sky wins this really easily. Oh, no, that's right. Okay. Next up, we got Amazing versus Everything I Am. I'm going to go Everything I Am here. I'm a huge fan of both these songs, but Everything I Am I just like better. All the Lights versus Paranoid. I like All the Lights better. Bound 2 versus Drive Slow. These are both, they're both good songs, but I'm going to pick Drive Slow here. Can't Tell Me Nothing versus Blame Game. These are two of my top 5 favorite Kanye songs probably, and it sucks that they have to go up against each other, but here I'm going to pick Blame Game. John Legend's part is just amazing. Alright, so I'm going to go back up to the top here. Alright, so on to the next round. Here we have Jesus Walks versus Hey Mama. These are two iconic Kanye songs. I'm going to have to go Hey Mama though. This is one of my favorite Kanye songs, and just like this meaning behind the song is just pretty great. Flashing Lights versus Otis. This one's pretty easy. Flashing Lights wins this one. Otis is a great song though. Spaceship versus Runaway. I think Runaway wins this year. Like I said, Spaceship is one of my favorite Kanye songs, but Runaway is probably his best and still one of my favorites. Never Let Me Down versus Stronger. Stronger wins here. Alright, back to the Hawaii region. Through the Wire versus... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I Wonder versus Dark Fantasy. Another probably unpopular one, but I like I Wonder here a little bit more. Black Skinhead versus Heartless. Heartless wins this one here. This is probably my third favorite song off 808s and Heartbreaks behind... I'm not going to say that right now because they might be on the list later, actually. Blood on the Leaves versus Family Business. Ooh, these are two I feel like... They're definitely not bad songs, but I feel like they get covered by some of the amazing songs off both their respective albums. But here, I'm going to have to go Blood on the Leaves here. That's a tough decision, though. No More Parties in LA versus Homecoming. No More Parties in LA. Kendrick Lamar's verse on that was just amazing. Alright, back over here. Alright, so we got Power versus Hold My Liquor. I'm going to pick Hold My Liquor here. It's just a great song overall. It's my favorite off of, Yeezus, that's what it's called. Alright, so We Don't Care versus Slow Jams. We Don't Care wins this one. Slow Jams is a good song, and I'm pretty sure it went #1 on Billboard, but I like We Don't Care a lot better. Father Stretch My Hands versus... Oh, this one's way too far over. Say You Will versus Father Stretch My Hands. Probably Say You Will here. I love the sample in the song and just the beat overall. Devil in a New Dress versus Diamonds and Sierra Leone remix. Diamonds and Sierra Leone remix here. Just an amazing song overall. Jay-Z's verse was absolutely amazing. Alright. Here we got Gold Digger versus 30 Hours. This one's probably unpopular because the last 3 minutes of the song are Kanye is kind of talking over the beat. But the first 2.5 minutes are just amazing. And even the end part isn't not entertaining. Alright, so next up we got Champion versus Touch the Sky. Touch the Sky's got to win here. Champion, I don't know if this is one of Kanye's biggest songs, but it's a good song, but Touch the Sky here. Lupe Fiasco's verse is just amazing. Alright, Everything I Am versus All the Lights. I gotta give it to Everything I Am here. It just the kind of reflection in the song is amazing. Blame Game versus Drive Slow. Like I said, Blame Game, one of my favorite Kanye songs easily, so that's gonna win there. Alright, back up to the top. Alright, Hey Mama versus... I can't say Hey Mama for some reason. But I'm going to have to pick Flashing Lights here. I know these are both amazing songs, but I just prefer Flashing Lights. Runaway versus Stronger. I got to give this to Runaway here. What puts us over the edge is just the meaning behind the song. It's just... The song itself sounds good, but just the story behind it's amazing. There's a bunch of videos out there if you want to go figure out what it's about. Alright, I Wonder versus Heartless. I Wonder's got to win here. And then we've got No More Parties in LA versus Blood on the Leaves. No More Parties in LA here too. So Hold My Liquor versus We Don't Care. It's got to... Oh, this is really tough. We Don't Care is the first... I want to say that's the first actual song off of College Dropout. And that was when I first realized that like I really liked Kanye's sound, but Hold My Liquor is just such a good song too. I'm gonna pick We Don't Care, because that's like the first song that really got me like into Kanye's music. Say You Will versus Diamonds in Sierra Leone. This is tough too, but I'm gonna have to give it to Diamonds in Sierra Leone. All right, I think that's good for the All right. 30 Hours versus Touch the Sky. Oh, this is tough too. I gotta give it to Touch the Sky. Touch the Sky is just such a great song. Everything I Am versus Blame Game. I'm gonna have to give it to Blame Game here. Even though Chris Rock's interlude at the end is definitely not PG, still just a great song overall. All right, Flashing Lights versus Runaway. Ooh, this is super tough. These are two pretty big songs and two also just amazing songs, but I'm gonna have to give it to Runaway here. I'll put it right here. All right, then next up we got No More Parties in LA versus I Wonder. No More Parties in LA's got to win here. This is just a phenomenal song. All right. So we got We Don't Care versus Diamonds and Sierra Leone remix. Ooh, I'm going to give it to Diamonds remix. What really puts it over here is the sample. The sample on Diamonds remix is just phenomenal. All right, so Touch the Sky versus Blame Game. I know I've been hyping up Blame Game this whole time, but Touch the Sky is just so good. It's like the actual rapping in the song just makes it better, in my opinion. All right, so for the final four matchup, I'll zoom out. All right. So we got Runaway versus No More Parties in LA. Ooh, this is super tough, but I gotta give it to No More Parties. It's just such a good song. And then, funny enough, we have two songs off of Late Registration here, which is actually my least favorite album in the trilogy, but still a great album. I'm gonna have to give it to Touch the Sky, though. Touch the Sky is amazing. And then, the last two here. This is gonna take some consideration. All right, so I'm gonna have to give it to Touch the Sky here. Touch the Sky, this would not win if it wasn't for Lupe Fiasco's verse, because Kanye's part is amazing, which would get it to this point, but Lupe Fiasco's part was just phenomenal. And then the I'm gonna try to put the line here. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down or claimed, but when he says,
now let me in my verse right where the horns are, like
and then like the chorus comes in and the beat behind that comes in, that's what puts it over the top, and just the way that ended. But yeah, I think overall they did put together a really solid bracket, and hopefully you guys like the video, and hopefully it's interesting you in checking out Kanye's music, because it really is phenomenal. But if you're under the age of like 13, 14, I would not recommend listening to it, because I don't want angry parents in my comment section, because a lot of it is very explicit. But yeah, if you liked the video, press the like button. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you want to see more content, I guess. But yeah, peace out, y'all. Thanks for watching.